Free.
This one's for WWE champions. Pay to win like every day, yeah.
I don't play mobile games.
Funny how they still think I'm a broke man.
Then I'm broke.
Even though I be pulling Hogan's.
Free.
I spent like 40 grand on a couple thousand pictures of some sweaty men.
Obviously, you know what I want to talk about this morning. It's the reason I'm wearing the shades, right? So last night was the premiere of DS Politics on my Kick channel, DSPGaming Reel. It was exclusive to Kick. I did not stream it on YouTube. I told you guys there's not going to be a crossover between DSPGaming and the DS Politics show, and that's true. I'm not even going to tell you right now about we're not going to talk about politics. What we're going to talk about is how the show did, all right? So, I was expecting, no lie, probably 200 viewers for the show. I was thinking I'd get 200 people on the stream who would want to talk about politics. Well, I exceeded 1,000 viewers on the show. I had over 1,000 viewers at one point. Now, that's just my live viewers. If you actually count the amount of people who restreamed me, all those idiots who steal content and basically add nothing to it but still make money on it, illegal, but, you know, it is what it is. I had over 2,500 live viewers last night. And yes, those are all my viewers. Because if I wasn't streaming, those people wouldn't be watching anything. So that's 2,500 people watched me live talk about politics last night. So thanks. Obviously, thank you to the 1,000 people who actually checked me out on my own channel. And of course, there's 1,500 freeloaders out there, but it is what it is. So how did it go? It went pretty well. Obviously, when you have that many viewers, you're going to get trolling and you're going to get morons, and we definitely had that, okay? We had that element. We knew that was coming. The moderators did a good job. Thank you to the moderators that were there last night. I appreciate you because there were quite a lot of people who were acting like assholes and trying to ruin it for everyone, and luckily it didn't happen. Luckily, we took control. 3 major topics were discussed. One topic took about maybe 25 minutes. One took like an hour, and then another took like another 10, 15 minutes. But they were all good topics. People really seemed to enjoy the show and what I had lined up. I think that's going to make the show good, is that I have topics already pre-lined up, ready to go, clips, articles to reference, rather than me just doing it on the fly show and then being kind of sloppy. I want to have that level of preparation every week for the show if I can do it, okay? So, overall, reception has been good. I actually had a few people reach out to me last night who actually congratulated me and said, I saw the show and it basically was good. Like not necessarily, you know, it's going to get polished over time. Let me put it that way. The more I do it, much like all of my content, right? When I started the podcast, it wasn't as smooth. Now it's a lot smoother. When I started with gameplay, it wasn't as smooth. Now it's way smoother. This is my first attempt at doing a show like that. I think for a first attempt, it was pretty dang good. If you haven't seen it yet, all right, there's an archive stream on the Kick channel, DSPGaming Reel. You can watch it in its entirety, but maybe you don't want to watch it in its entirety. Well, there's highlights that are going live on my DSP Reacts channel. Allow me to show you how this is working, okay? So, right now, you can head over to DSP Reacts on YouTube. Here it is, youtube.com/@DSPReacts. And if you check out the main channel page, okay? Well, first was my video announcing that the channel was going to change. And of course, it's going to say for you, things in your feed. But this is DS Politics Highlights. So what I'm going to do every single week, after I finish a DS Politics show, I'm going to take the show and I'm going to clip it out into clips of highlighted topics that I talked about during said show. Okay? And so here you can see these are the first 3 highlights that are live. I kind of put a few, I mean, normally what you would do is do like one a day, right? But I wanted to get a few out there just so people to get to understand exactly, you know, what I'm trying to do with the channel. So we got 3 here, and then another one is going to go live tonight at 10 p.m. Pacific time. Another one will go live tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Another one will go live at 10 p.m. So I'm going to try to, maybe every 12 hours, there'll be a new one. And I think I have like 7 or 8. I don't know exactly how many I had. It's between 6 and 8 highlights, okay? And so, if you missed the show, right, you can then watch these highlights on the channel. And of course, here you're free to comment after the fact. You can't comment on a Kick on demand, you know, video or a stream archive, but you can comment here. So please do. I want everyone to check out these highlights. And quite frankly, already the highlights are doing better than any of the videos that normally would go on this channel for like, look, here's DSP versus the internet from this week, 200 views a video, right? Here's the highlights already of the political show. In fact, if I refresh, they probably jump. Hello, everyone.
Yeah,
DSP
they did.
here.
Whoa.
And I'm making... Shut up, DSP. Stop being so talkative. Yeah, see, they went up like 100 views each. So they're doing pretty good already for the first, you know, the first day. And I'm hoping that over the week, people will be like, oh, wait, you can watch that there? See, they'll grow over time. And this channel will actually get some views now, I feel, with these clips, as opposed to DSP versus the internet had run its course. It was not getting attention and views anymore, but now hopefully this channel will, okay? Now, that's great. And then the other cool thing is that on my Kick channel, so this is my Kick channel right now. Hello to everyone in the chat who's there. And if you know, sub to the channel, basically I'm going to try to do the political show every Thursday night. It's not a guarantee. There may be some weeks where we have to change it around, but I want to do it once a week, and I want to try to do it like every Thursday night, okay? So, look at this idiot. Here we go. So yeah, so I want to try to do it once a week, and the archive will always be here on the channel. I forget where does it show up? Down here? This is my dashboard. Where are the video archives? See, I don't use Kick. I don't use Kick, so I don't even know. Like, this is my channel, right? Well, I don't know. The video archive was supposed to be here, but it's not. For some reason now, we're staring at the panels. Which is fine. This is how you find information about the channel. Oh, you had to click on the name. Here we go. So it shows your current stream, and then it shows the archive stream. Here it is. If you want to watch the entire show in its entirety, which was about 2.5 hours, you can just click there and watch it raw. But like I said, I'm clipping it out and having those clips go on DSP Reacts over the course of the week. You're going to see another 3 or 4 clips go live there. Right? And so hopefully you'll check it out. And thank you. We had an insane amount of support. It was really, really great. You know, hundreds and hundreds of bucks of support, way exceeding what a normal stream would have been. And like I said, I had people reaching out saying, wow, congrats on your first stream. If you can keep that up, obviously you got a thing going on Kick. You're right. Here's the thing. With that level of viewership, okay, if I can maintain that level of viewership on the politics show, or at least, hell, if I get half that level of viewership, my channel will grow. I'll start getting recognized. I'll start getting people clicking on my show to check it out. More followers, more people checking out the content. I need to keep making streams like that. You know, right now, one of the things that I told you guys is that I can't get the higher levels on Kick. Like, there's a verification level, and then there's another level. I can't get those because I don't have enough average viewers. To do that, you're supposed to have, like, I think it's like 75 to 100 average viewers. And as you know, on Kick, I don't get that many viewers. The vast majority of my viewers are still on YouTube for most of my content. But the Kick show did so well exclusively on Kick that hopefully over time we can build it up and it can be consistently hundreds and hundreds of viewers. And then it'll be able to basically get a foothold of its own. All right. So let's see how it goes, but I'm very pleased with the initial performance. I hope that you will all check out the clips here on DSP Reacts over the course of the week. Now, if you liked the show and you were like, wow, I really like that, and you know, those topics Phil covered were interesting, but I've got an idea for a topic that I think Phil should cover. There's this news story that I heard about, and I want to hear his take on it, okay? You could do that. What you need to do is to become a submissions tier member here on DSP Reacts. Okay, and if you do, I'm going to make exclusive community posts just for you. So, for example, last night, I did that. Last night, I did a members-only post with a members-only video, okay, showing that, hey, if you're a member of this channel at the submissions tier, you can now submit stories, news articles, videos, and other things for me to review and, you know, maybe talk about on the show. That's how I'm going to get crowd feedback, fan feedback on the show. All right. So please, if you're, a lot of people already are submissions tier members on DSP React because they were submitting clips for the React show. Well, keep your memberships. Now contribute. We already have 3 people who did post up stuff, and I'm going to review that later, obviously. But hopefully by the end of the week, we can get like maybe 20 people who will submit content, and I can maybe say, take a look at those and say, hey, that was a good one. That's one that I'll actually do on the show this week. See? So please become a submissions tier member if you're not already, or if you already are, please check this out on DSP React and post up there. Respond to this members only post with your suggestion, whether it's an article, a video, or just a topic you'd like to see addressed. That's the kind of stuff that I need to make the show better. All right? So please do that, and thank you in advance to anyone who does. I'm excited for the future of the show. You know, the very first episode did well. Now, that overall feedback was good. Of course, all my trolls hated it, but they're losers. No one gives a fuck. But the person who was kind of like interested and, you know, I wonder if it'll do well, most people agree the show went good. They liked it. A lot of people were like, all right, some room for improvement. I agree. It's not going to be perfect, but I think that for a first episode, it was pretty good. But the most interesting response came from the bowels of the internet, came from Mexico, from his shack, as the show goes live, from his angry shack, Ethan Ralph retorted. It sounded like a man in a tin can reverberating because, you know, he lives in this little tin shack. So listen to what he puts on Twitter. This is so good. What the fuck would DSP's dumbass... Oh, excuse me. What the fuck would DSP's dumbass know about politics? Me on 83 milligrams of Xan and half a bottle of mezcal would still have better analysis. Woohoo! What in the world? Well, Ralphie, what in the world? My show did very good. My show had great attendance, great support. People loved it. People are clipping it. People are talking about it. Meanwhile, you're falling asleep on stream so fucking high. You can't even step foot into this country because you're fucking wanted by the police. Or is it the feds? Or is it both? I don't know. But all I know is I'm riding high. I'm having a good time. I've got great content. People want it. People like me. And what about you? Like, what the fuck are you to talking to me like that? You fucking loser. And like I said, this is like an ant screaming at a lion. Like, what are you doing? You're fucking trying to get attention. Because, again, we know the game, right? We know the game. Here's the game. Here's the game for Ethan Ralph. Oh, something is going on. It's timely. It's interesting. Allow me to try to interject myself into the situation so that basically I can get attention for myself, whether it's good or bad. Any attention at this point is good attention to Ralph because he has no actual way to get it besides being a human embarrassment. You understand? So he sees, oh, wait, DSP's doing something. It's going to get attention and people are talking about it. Oh, I've got to fucking interject myself into this equation now. So here's what he's happy. Here's what he hopes. He hopes that he's going to stream now. He's going to respond to my show. He's going to probably like talk shit about my politics show. And then my detractors will come to his stream and give him money. Just like they did with COG, you know, because my detractors are dumb. We've already said this. My detractors are brain dead fucking losers. So they will throw money at literally anyone who talks shit about me. So he is desperately hoping right now that by doing this, okay, he will get my detractors to come to his show and shower him with funds. All right? If my detractors were smart, they would say, we're not going to do that. We're not going to get scammed by this fucking guy. Because we know in reality, he doesn't care about DSP. He doesn't care about his content at all. All he wants is a payday. That's the only reason he's bringing me up. Look what happened when he tried to step to me a couple months ago. And I said, bring it. Bring on the Fuckville Festival. Bring it on. I'm ready for it. Because you're just going to give me free content. I'm happy for it. Let's do it. He bitched out. He pussied out. Like he is. He's a pussy. Okay? Same thing with Review Tech USA. Oh, all these years he wants to talk shit about me. But then when it's time to be a man up and come on the show and fucking confront me. Oh, bitch out like a pussy you are. That's all these people are. They're clout chasing pussies. And they need to get their little boost of popularity by bringing up Phil, and then they run for the fucking hills. So, if again, listen, I know I cannot control my detractors. I know that I have no power over them. They're really stupid people. But if any of you have half a brain cell in your head, do not go to Ralph's show and give him money. I mean, really? Do you really think that this poor excuse for a human existence deserves $1 from anyone? Do not give him your money. Please. Really, I'm like, don't do it. You already gave COG hundreds of dollars. You saw where that went, right? Now this guy, stop it. Seriously, stop giving money to these fucking people. They don't deserve it. That's all this is. This is a desperate attempt. Look at me. Look at me. I'm stuck in Mexico. I need your money. Please come to my streams and shit on DSP and send me your money. Don't be dumb. Please. Okay. So anyway, that's enough talk about fucking Ethan Ralph for this decade. All right. So anyway, the show did well. All right. I'm going to begin planning next week's show now. And I hope that you guys will join me for the next week's show. It should be a good time. Just like this week's. I'm going to have some feedback to review now. Again, if you are a submissions tier member on DSP Reacts, please submit your ideas, articles, videos, and otherwise just ideas for things for me to cover on the show. And I'd be more than happy. Really? I'd be more than happy to bring those up on the show. That'd be great. Arcadia says, can we do a goal where you spend the whole stream talking with the shitty accent? Ooh, the Ethan Ralph accent. I need your money. I'm down here stuck in Mexico, and god dang it, I can't get out of my fucking shed. The door damn rested shut. It was raining last night, and now the hinges are all fucking stuck. By the way, DSP sucks. Send me your money. All right. So anyway, yes, thank you guys for an amazing show last night. I had a great time with it. Can't wait for it next week. I know it's going to be a good one. I'll have some more. I'll have input this time. Stuff to I've already found a couple local news stories that I'm interested in possibly covering. What I need to do is when I do these stories, I want to cover them like intelligently. I don't want to say, oh, here's one article, let me just read it. I want to like cover it with like maybe a few things that collaborate together. You know, with the story I did about Kamala Harris and the Democratic presidential race, I had all these videos to review, right? So I kind of want to do stuff like that. So
you got some idiot named DSP who's a total piece of shit, by the way. I like to get that on YouTube.